Hi everyone, I'm Carol Keller, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Illinois in the U.S. Finally back with you live after taking a couple of weeks off. I hope you enjoyed some of the projects and videos that I posted while I was away. If you had time to be on Facebook and checking them out. I know that I was busy. I was actually away in Florida moving my daughter down there. So we made a vacation out of it, my husband and I, and visited some family and friends. So you probably saw the pictures that I posted, and we just had a wonderful time. The weather was absolutely perfect, and we really enjoyed the whole trip. Well, except for the drive down and kind of the drive back too. But other than that, it was great. So I have a very quick card for you today. It's a fun fold. It's called an offset gatefold card. And I designed one for a PDF that I have will have available to customers in just a little bit. But I am showing a different one today, making a different one today from what I had in the PDF. And I'll talk a little bit about that as I go along. But if you are here and watching live, please say hi in the comments. It's good to know that people are here and watching, and I am going to refresh my screen and make sure that I can see comments and that I'm live in the right place and all that good stuff. And I'm also going to turn my camera around to get set up. All right, I'm in the right place. That's good. So if you get dizzy, now is the time to close your eyes for a second while I set up and we get rolling. So here we go. My workspace, I will be honest, is a disaster area. I told someone that it looks like a war zone, and that was actually before Christmas, and honestly, it's not much better. I hate to say. Let's move it this way just a little bit here. It's always some adjusting in the beginning. Let's see how that looks. Oh, Betty's watching. Hi, Betty. Glad you are watching today. Just a little bit more this way, and I think we'll be good to go. I see a couple of people watching. Excellent. So here is the card that I made for the PDF. And like I said, it's a fancy fold, but so easy. And I didn't do the inside because we were just taking a picture of the front, but I will add something, probably a happy birthday sentiment or congratulations, something like that. And for the PDF, not only did we have to use this design of this offset gatefold, but also we had to use some kind of watercolor technique. So for this, I used my watercolor pencils and my blender pens. And I'm going to do something a little different today, and I think it's going to be very quick. I actually started, I'll let you give you a peek. This was going to originally be this card. And then when I put the little circle on the front, I was like, I'm not that crazy about it. Let me do something different. So I did. So I'm going to finish this card too. And I did actually do the inside. So this one's going to be a birthday card. And it's all using the same paper pack. And we're going to use a different one today. So let's get started. And then I should have time, as more remembering, to show you at the end what I used. So we're going to start with a Coastal Cabana card base today. And I did already cut the designer series paper, so I'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to score it so that you can see how it needs to be scored. So let me bring in my trimmer, get that cutting blade out of the way, and you're going to score it at, and make sure I remember now, 3 1/4 inches. Yeah. And then again at 7 1/2 inches, or the cheating way, it's 8 1/2 inches long. So 7 1/2 inches means you have 1 inch at the opposite end. So I'm just going to do it that way, so I don't have to open the arm of my trimmer. So hopefully that makes sense. So it's 3 inches and 7 1/2. And that is it for that. And we're going to fold it. And I'm going to bring in, like I always do, my bone folder so that we get a nice crisp edge. This is really kind of especially important for this card, and you'll probably want to do this at the end as well, because after you've been working with it, it kind of opens, and this will help keep it closed. So the dimensions of the designer series paper are 3 inches by 5 1/4, and this one is 3/4 inches by 5 1/4. And I don't know the metric off the top of my head, but If you get the PDF, it will be in there. And you will get the PDF if you place an order this month. And I'm going to apologize and tell you I'm very far behind. I usually try to send something along when people order, and I'm very far behind. So if you've been ordering over the past few months, you're probably going to get a couple of different emails with me with things, or maybe some happy mail, as I call it, something in the mail. So let me see. I think I'll use this. All right. Let me see if I can use this one. Hang on, I'll use this. Making sure I have my supplies handy. So we're going to put this on first. That's the easiest thing. So I'm just going to bring in my Stampin' seal. And again, this is a quick card. Comes together very easily. And it depends how much you want to put into embellishments and things like that. I'm going to open this up, just so I can see this better. So I center it like this. I even found it was easy to, and it's still crooked, to open it up. And I'll show you what I mean. As soon as I get it positioned right here, I like the seal that I can reposition. There we go. That looks better. Yes. So I opened it up and did it this way for the other ones too. So again, another reason why at the end you want to use your bone folder. And then the same thing for this side. Isn't this paper pretty? Wait till you see. It's actually one of the celebration offerings because I hope you know, we have a new mini catalog going right now and it's celebration time. So there's a celebration catalog. So if you don't have those from me yet and you need them, let me know and I will get them to you. All right, and then for the inside, I did also cut a panel. For this one, I obviously didn't because it's white inside, but I cut a panel for this one just so the writing shows up a little better. And so this is your standard insert because this is the standard inside of a card. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, or in metric, it would be 10 centimeters by 14.4. So that I'm gonna also put in with my Stampin' seal. So depending on the color of your card base, you may need this or you may not. We'll put that in. Easy peasy, hopefully here. And nice and straight. That is always the challenge on camera, getting it nice and straight. See, and it wants to pop up. So again, all you have to do is bring in that bone folder and work on those creases a little bit, and it helps that. Because there are some cards you make like this and there's a way to sort of attach it to keep it closed, but this one, it was not designed that way. You can see this one's kind of popped open. And what you put on will help hold it down a little bit, but it won't necessarily be perfectly flat. All right, so we're going to put that aside. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I've got a scrap here. And I did, this one's got flowers on it, even though the paper you definitely could use for a masculine card. And this is kind of what gave me the idea. But I did flowers on this one. And the other one that I showed you is flowers. But I thought, let's do a masculine card. So I am using today the He's All That stamp set. And I've got one of the stamps already mounted. And I'm going to bring in my Coastal Cabana. And we're going to, whoops, I got a straight piece of ribbon on there. See, I told you, it's a war zone. You never know what you're going to find. And stamp that. And then we're just going to cut that out with one of the dies from the companion set that's called All That dies. And actually, we will stamp in the on the inside of the card and on the envelope. So this I'm going to cut out with the die, which I've already done. This is one of the dies from that All That set. And I did cut a circle in Coastal Cabana, and this comes from, what's the name of it? I think it's Stylish Shapes dies. Yes, this is from the Stylish Shapes dies because I wanted to layer them. And so those are already cut out. And then for the stamping, I have just a very simple, looks like it's got something on it, but a very simple happy or birthday wishes stamp. And this comes from Sending Smiles. So that's all I'm going to do. It's a simple card and it's for, a guy. And so we're going to just make a simple inside. And then we're going to do the same thing on the envelope. Let me just find that. And we'll do that on the front left corner. And that is it. That is our stamping for this. So again, very easy, quick to put together. And especially if you need to make multiples, this is the way to go. So I'll take that out of the way. And then we're just going to, again, see, I need that bone folder again. We're going to layer these. So for this one, you can put adhesive all on the back. You don't have to worry. But for the back side, for this layer, we're only going to put adhesive so that it's attached here like that. Okay? So I'm just going to do this because we don't want it to keep us from closing the card. So I think about like that is good. Make sure it's straight. And that is it. That is all you need to do for this card. Very simple. For this one, like I said, I added, or I didn't say, but I added some embellishments. You could add ribbon. You could even use ribbon to tie it closed, but that's kind of a little more complicated. So it might not even work with this kind of a fold. All right, I'm going to get that bone folder once more. But these are cards that are cute and you can make multiples of them very easily, even if you are doing something like the watercoloring. But if you're just stamping, it goes even faster. So for this card, I'm going to use, I think, what was I looking at? Oh, there's a stamp set from Celebration called Beautifully Happy, and I think I'm going to use that. And I also wanted to use a different type of label. Originally, I was going to use one of the different dies from the All That dies, and then I liked that sentiment, so I went with that. But I will, if and when I finish it, the third card, I will show you. And I have seen this done where you have two different dies that are cut out that overlap. One kind of comes from this way and one from this way. So if I do something like that, I'll show you that too. But let me quickly show you. This is the Sending Smiles set that I used the birthday wishes from. Lots of good sentiments in there. And this is the He's All That stamp set. So, you know, I could have used one of these, and then there are different, let me show you the dies, and then it will make a little more sense. These are the dies that come with it. So I was thinking of using one of these, but then I decided I wanted this stamp, so I used the die, obviously, that coordinates. And I thought of two, and I still may add this, adding the Love This Guy and just putting it here. I think I may do that, just to give it a little extra something because it is so simple. And then, what else did I use? Oh, the Stylish Shapes dies. So these are great because they are different shapes and they're layered so that you can layer them. That's what I did on this one, on this card. But of course, the best part is the Designer Series paper. And it is called Dandy Designs. And this is also a Celebration offering that you can get free with a $100 merchandise purchase. The Beautifully Happy set that I referred to, stamp set, that is free with a $50 purchase. But look at these papers. I'll spread them out, and then I'll turn them over so you can see the back sides. But lots of different colors, just bright and fun colors and designs. So geometric too, that you could use, you know, for male or female cards. Cards for men, as they call them. So, and I just love the bright colors, and there's that granny apple green stripe. So you get, and this is a big paper pack. That's why it comes with a $100 merchandise order. There are 48 sheets in the pack, so you get 4 of each of these. And then these are the designs on the back side. Love it. I love this. This was the one on the other card, but I just, oh my goodness, I love it. This kind of reminds me of like a 60s throwback kind of pattern. So all sorts of fun things, but mostly geometric, not too many flowers. So you definitely could make a lot of cards for men with those. And I think that's it. I think I've shown you everything. So thanks for watching today. And remember, if you need catalogs, reach out to me and I will get those to you. And coming up, I have some classes. I have kit classes coming up this week, and there's still room in the Sunday class. So if you bought a kit, I know some people bought kits but didn't sign up for the class. It is not too late because I don't have to do any prep for it. So you can let me know even on Saturday, even on Sunday morning. I'm coming Sunday afternoon. So if you're interested in that, reach out and let me know. And then next month, we are going to make a cover for a tissue box. Maybe I'll show that one of these times on one of my lives so you can see what it looks like. That's next month's class. And there are 2 offerings for that one. And there were 2 for this month too. But I think I'm just going to stick with adding people to the Sunday class right now. So look for that. I will be sending an email, hopefully in the next day or 2. It's been a little crazy, but I do need to do that. Send out an email with all the news. There is a new kit too in the kids collection, and I think it's thank you cards. It's really pretty, or birthday cards, I forget, but it's really pretty. So I'll have information about that as well. The biggest news is that my scrapbook weekend is coming up. It is March 10th to the 12th. I believe that's right. And please come. I will be sending out the registration form for that too. That is always a lot of fun. And I am saying it out loud so that I can make it happen. I'm really going to make it, was one of my New Year's resolutions, to try to find a place for the fall, because I've gotten lots of requests for, do you have a weekend in the fall? And I haven't for the last few years, just because it's kind of time consuming to try to find a place, but I am going to work on that. So I'm putting it out in the universe. So that means I have to do it now, right? So hopefully I can find a place for the fall. And if and when I do, I will let you know. But that is about it for today. Thanks to those of you watching. Hi, Monica. Glad you joined us too. And if you have any questions or anything, reach out. But I always appreciate you watching. And we're back to the live, so I'll be showing lots of fun new things from the new mini catalog and the celebration catalog over the next few weeks. So please join me every Tuesday afternoon at 4:30 Central Time for that live. And I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Happy stamping.